I don't even know where to start with this. You know, this guy, Draymond Green, is a complete nutcase. He has a problem. He needs serious help. He needs professional help. This guy has issues. Something is wrong with Draymond Green. He struck Nurkic in the face. Green, in his own words, described Tuesday's flagrant foul 2 and third ejection in 15 games this season as an accident. That wasn't an accident. It was not an accident. Green tried to sell the foul that he believed Nurkic had committed by holding his hip. That's BS, okay? It's complete nonsense. I don't buy a word anything this man says, okay? There was no remorse. He wasn't willing to show any because he doesn't have to show any remorse. Every time you look around, he's at the center of attention for doing something stupid. He's always doing something stupid. At some point, it has to stop with Draymond Green. The NBA suspended him indefinitely, and he will undergo counseling for his on-court behavior. There comes a point when you have to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. At what point can the NBA say, you know what? We are not going to tolerate this kind of behavior anymore. He's done. We will ban him from the league for life. He should be banned for life from the NBA. There's a history here, and his long history of cheap shots and dirty plays is completely unacceptable and inexcusable. Draymond has a rap sheet a mile long with a laundry list of prior incidents. This has been happening for a while, making him a repeat offender. And given his violent tendencies, I think he should be kicked out of the league for good. That might sound harsh to some of you, but I think he needs to be kicked out of the league. The NBA is sick and tired of his shenanigans. I am too, and I'm sick to my stomach of his excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm done with it, okay? You can't keep defending this clown. And every time Steve Kerr is defending this man, it's getting harder every day to keep defending this man. At some point, you have to hold Draymond Green accountable. People who don't like to be held accountable will do anything they can to get out of having to look at their own behavior. That's usually how it works. That's Draymond Green. And when the NBA takes the rare action of disciplining him for his actions, it usually results in a tap on the wrist. We've seen it every single time. It is apparently okay to put someone in a damn chokehold during a scuffle. It is okay to stomp on the chest of another human being. It is okay to punch his former teammate, Jordan Poole, in a preseason practice. It is okay to do all these things and later pretend this never happened. It doesn't work like that. You can't do something to somebody and think it's okay the next day. It doesn't work like that. A repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts is concerning. This is concerning. One last April, when Draymond stumped on Sacramento's Sabonis' chest during the playoffs and got a 1-game suspension. He should have been suspended for the entire series. Another reference a few weeks ago when Draymond grabbed Minnesota's Rudy Gobert in a neck lock and dragged him several feet, which got him a 5-game suspension. Still wasn't good enough. They need to sit his ass down for the remainder of the season, and they need to carefully, decide on what they're going to do with him next season. I think he needs to be banned from the league. This man will never figure it out. He will never straighten himself up. He's going to continue to be the league's dirtiest player because that's what he is. He's a dirty player. He's a classless, dirty clown. That's what he is. He's a worthless piece of trash. That's what Draymond Green is. That's who he is. That's his character. You can't change him. You can't change his personality. Obviously, sitting his ass in timeout for a few days isn't good enough. It's not a good enough punishment for him. It doesn't work for him because he comes back and he does the same thing that he did in the prior week. He comes back and he does something stupid again, like this time. And I think by now the league has seen enough. But you have to hold this man accountable, and you can't apologize for someone else's actions. Steve Kerr needs to stop apologizing for this man. Draymond Green is his own man. He needs to apologize for his actions. He needs to be man enough and admit to his wrongdoing. Something Draymond Green cannot do. But every time Draymond is doing something, he is getting in an altercation with somebody. He is stomping somebody. He is putting somebody in a chokehold. He's doing all these unnecessary things. He's violent. He has a history of violent behavior, and the league needs to hold him accountable. And enough is enough. This should be a zero tolerance policy. I am sick and tired of Draymond Green. I've had it with Draymond Green. Draymond Green is the NBA's villain. I know every league needs a villain, and he has definitely cast himself as the villain. But what he's doing is unacceptable, inexcusable, and shouldn't be allowed in the NBA.